Hi, hello, this is Arjun or Shaankar and you're watching LearnStroke. The next question is, should I check the previous year question papers and find out how it works? Yes, you should definitely find it out. This is a good way of getting the flavor what UPSC is actually really asking in the original papers. So I think definitely you should check the previous year question paper, at least last 10 to 15 years question papers, both for prelims as well as for the mains, and find out how is the question being framed. What is the perspective or the approach of framing a question paper? And check it in each year. Like you start checking the question paper of 2011, you will see that the prelims question was like this, and for the mains examination the question was like this. What was the change in 2012? How did it go in 2013? So if you take 10 years question papers, go through very diligently and find out what is the approach of asking question papers and what has changed over the years. Definitely you'll be able to find a trend. Just find out the trend and what is the trend and how is the question paper being changing. You should actually find it out. You know why it helps actually? Next time, basically this helps because you get a flavor of how UPSC is asking questions. So next time, when you read a newspaper or when you read any particular book or an optional subject or anything, you get a feeling that yes, there is a similar question which UPSC asked from this area, and that question was something like this. You get a ready reference or a ready reckoner. That is the biggest advantage of checking the previous year question papers, especially for prelims and mains. Do that and identify the trend. What is the trend? How did it change? Next time when you read, apply the whole principle into the thing which you read. Then you will get a better perspective of how to approach the area or a given topic from a UPSC perspective. The only key word which I add is a civil service perspective. That happens when you check the previous year question papers. The next important question is how to tackle newspaper, which is probably the biggest or the most important question. How to tackle newspapers, because newspapers are the most essential part of every civil service aspirant. How should you really use your newspaper while you're in the college? I think you get a lot of time in college. Maybe I should change the statement, not a lot of time, but you definitely get time in college to at least read newspapers. How do you approach this? Basically, newspapers is a reflection of what is happening around the world, what is happening around the country, and what is happening around us. So this is our storehouse of reflections around us. That is a simple way of summing it up. How do you use this? I think in the college time, whenever you get time, the key issue is to create something called as my list. Create something called as a my list, and that should have important or burning issues around my society or around me, and important news which is happening around the country, and also the important news which is happening around the world. So try to fix in the my list 3 important aspects in the my list when you read newspapers. And the next thing what you should do is make that list, read through the newspapers, and you will see one thing. Whenever you read some things, automatically if you find something relating to a traffic or something related to an accident which has created a question on traffic management, that will definitely go into the burning issues around you. And something about a new bill which is tabled in the parliament will go into the national issue. You see the important issue of Indo-China or Indo-America, it goes into the international list also. So like this is the time when you will have to make that general outlook while reading the newspapers. You will have to create that general outlook and also make opinions or create opinions on each and every topic. That means it is time now you should look into the newspaper and at least create a general outlook about what is being happening. Whenever you get an issue, try to make an opinion also. Okay, this is the issue. I think this shouldn't have happened. I think this is the way it should have been dealt. That is what you call an opinion curve. You should have that opinion also. So whenever there is a burning issue, the key question is just find out what that issue is and try to make a small opinion also. If you do it while you're in the college, the biggest advantage is that next time when you prepare for civil services while giving 1 year off, you will find out whenever you read Indo-China issue, yes, I have a basic idea about China and what are the Chinese issue. When you get a question on Kashmir issue, I know I have an idea about the Kashmir issue. You will have an idea. That is the advantage that you will have while studying for the civil service exam. So if you start early and make an opinion formation, things are only going to be more easy. So read newspaper diligently, things are going to be easy. The next question is how to tackle NCRTs for your civil service preparation. Because NCRTs are the cornerstones of civil service preparation, and people ask, they are just school's textbooks, and school textbooks are really the big cornerstones of your preparation. And how to tackle that while you're in the college. People also have a sensation that, yeah, this is something which I've already studied in the school and I already have a good base in that, so no issues, I already have a good thing. Some people think like this, but the real issue is you have to tackle NCRTs in the right manner as the civil service preparation syllabus demands and the examinations question demands. So you have to study it from the perspective of the latest trends also. Anyway, they are the basic books to start with. And how to do it while you're in college. That is a big thing. And every time when you hear an interview or a topper speaking in the interview, people tell you that you have to read NCRTs from 6 to 12. Is it a myth or a fiction? Some aspirants tell that, no, I just read the books of 10, 11 and 12 only. And I read standard books and everything was fine. So people have a lot of confusion also. So since you are in the college, you get a lot of time, lot of free time to study also. So you can actually pick out the NCRT from 6 to 12 because you have time and make a schedule. Take the syllabus like history, geography, you have basic civics and the basic of Indian polity, you have basic of Indian economy, environmental science, everything you have the base. Take the subjects, create a good schedule. If you have 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, create a schedule accordingly and start studying. The biggest advantage is that you can study history from 6 to 12. That means you get a real good idea how history has evolved. When you study environment, you clearly study the basics of environment from the base to the higher or advanced versions. So when you do it on a purpose, because you have time, you study with lot of independence, with lot of liberty. I think this freedom or liberty is not something that you will have again when you start preparing or taking 1 year off for the preparation. You will not have this kind of a freedom when you will start working or if you start preparing parallelly. I think college is the only time where you will get that presence of mind and freedom to actually shuttle between the subjects. Use that creatively to study the NCRTs, make a solid base in all the subjects. That means you know the start point and end point of all the subjects. That is the key question. Whether it is history or geography, you know the start point and end point of all the subjects, you have a basic knowledge on that. NCRTs are basically devised for that. And see the advantage of that. When you give your 1 year preparation and when you write the real civil service exam, you notice one thing, that you have not started from the scratch. I already know an overview about all the subjects. That is going to be the biggest positive that you will have in your preparation. So plan your NCRTs, make a schedule, start from the start, slowly progress and see the subject knowledge evolving in you. It definitely works. Next is not a question, but it's a suggestion or an answer, which is called as a qualitative grip. Yes, the qualitative grip. What is the qualitative grip that you should have while you are in the college, while studying for the civil services exam? I'll tell you a few things. One of the things is having a general overview about all the things and which people say that having a knowledge level about all the issues which is happening around us or which are actually in your syllabus. So how do you get a qualitative grip? The answers are simple. In the olden times, the senior bureaucrats, they used to tell us, while you prepare for the exam, we used to read a lot of books. And a lot of books used to give us a lot of ideas, information, perspectives, etc. And now times have changed. Internet, digital media, everything, there's a huge revolution in the way knowledge is being disseminated. So finding an information is not a big deal now. But still, as a part of the qualitative grip, it is also important that if you can read books, good books, which will give you good insights and vision, definitely pick out good books. I don't know how many of you read books. A lot of the aspirants and a lot of the people right now don't find time to read books. It's just like asking your friends when a movie is done. You normally give a call to your friend, how was the movie? What was the story of the movie? Can you please tell us the story? So information has become something like this. Rather than reading books, people have started reading summaries of the books. The ultimate point is to get the main points. This is a right trend. As far as the exam is concerned, you all need to get the right points. But definitely, since you have time, it will be nice if you can pick out some good books which will be very helpful for your civil services also. Read such books also. And the other important thing to get a qualitative grip is to watch videos also. Now we are actually living in an age of digital era. Everything is actually a click away. You can click and find anything in the world. And I think you should watch YouTube also rather than how to prepare for the exam. There are n number of videos that you will find in YouTube and other places which are very, very useful for your syllabus also. You can watch good videos on internal security, international relations, environmental issue, or any other burning issues happening around you. News channels are also important because you should have a passion for watching such news. So this is one such way how you can qualitatively grip your preparation. So keep trying that because this helps in a lot of ways. But normally, you know what happens? Normally you get a news item, because if you're a movie buff, you get a news item regarding Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan is going to make a new movie. The way how you follow the news is through a passion. You like every aspect of that. Imagine the same news when you hear the TV that a new bill is going to be tabled in the parliament. What are the so-called views against that bill? Most often you find that you don't share the same passion that you had while chasing the news of Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan about a new movie. It is very common. It's a common psychology. So the point is, in the coming years, you're going to be preparing for civil services. You should love or like the way you like movie news or sports news. You should show that kind of a love, passion towards the news which are as part of your syllabus also. Next time when you see a news happening around environmental pollution or international relations, show the same amount of love and care that you used to give for movies and sports also. That is a small thing. So use videos, watch videos, interviews, broadcasts which are related to your subject also, from the syllabus also. This gives you a great qualitative grip. This is a qualitative grip that I was talking about. So show that love and passion for all the subjects which are in your syllabus. If you do that, if you get that qualitative grip, definitely your perspective and horizon will broaden, and that will help you be a better aspirant for civil services. Try it out. The next important question is, should you have a real good students group or a study circle to study for the civil service examination? The answer is simply yes. It's always good to have a good study circle or a students group. You ask any number of aspirants that you want, most probably majority of them will tell you that they had a student circle or a study group. And some of you might also listen to other people saying that I did not have a study circle because I study alone. I'm a lone wolf, I'm a John Rambo. I'm a Rambo, I go always alone. There are Rambos like that. And there are people who work in a team who like the vibe of being in a team. The only thing is, if you're in college, if you can find a good bunch of people who think in the manner you think, in the same wavelength, share the same amount of passion towards the examination, and preparation, I think you should definitely not miss that group, because studying in a group, getting the vibe inside a group is something which is very unfathomable, and you cannot describe that feeling, because it's a great interactive feeling. If you want to enjoy that, stay in a group, because studying and preparation will definitely get better also. Provided you don't get distracted, you don't go outside the ambit of the examination. The most negatives of study groups is that you get into the group, talk about the examination, slowly you get distracted. You start talking about the other things. If you can limit yourself, create the boundary and share the same passion level, having a good student group is the best thing that you will have. Don't worry, even if you're a Rambo, you want to go alone, you can do that also. Ultimately what matters is convenience. So the question was, should we need a students group? If you find it beneficial, if you are able to find it out, definitely yes. Next is not a question or an answer. It is actually a question to you. So far we have discussed about the content related aspects, what you should really focus. I think you should also have an answer to this question while you are in the college itself, because you are going to make a path-breaking decision of being a bureaucrat, choosing the civil services. You should definitely give it a thought and make that driving force inside you much more stronger, so that you don't fall when distractions come. You don't fall when failures come. That is very important. I'm talking about money versus service. You should take a decision on that. Because in every time in college, people study, everybody wants good job. After the college, in college you want to celebrate, enjoy, and after that, everybody wants a good job. You need a good position in your life, you want to make good money, lead a happy life. This is a normal ambition what people have. But at this point, you should really think what you really want. Are you going to chase the money or the service? You need to find an answer to this, so that the driving force becomes much more stronger. We see a lot of people, select few, join the defense. They join the army, they join the defense forces, navy, air force, basically because they want to serve the country, serve the nation. That is their passion, and in doing that is their ultimate passion. They find a lot of happiness and joy. So the key question is, what is your call? What is the joy in you? You need to find out that, because civil services is not like the other profession which you have seen in your life. It's not that kind of a money minting job. The name itself suggests civil service. You are a civil servant. You need to give back something back to the society, and you are being given a platform where you can give back to the society. Just like Spider-Man's dialogue says, with great power comes great responsibility. You get a responsible power where you can give back to the society. And in order to do that for a lifetime in your career, you need to have a driving force inside you. That is the reason why you should find out that driving force inside you. And if you get that driving force, and that driving force really means that I need to serve. I need to serve the society, I need to serve the nation. If you have that kind of a force inside you, I'm sure this is the time to strengthen that force. If you have that strong force inside you, no failures can actually stop you down, because you have found out the joy of serving the others, or the joy of serving the country. This is the thing that you should find out. So basically, this is what I said. This is not a question, this is a question to you, whether you have found out this. Find the joy of serving. If you get this, the driving force inside you will be strong, and that will help you become a better civil servant, and also a better civil service aspirant who can brace all the odds, failures, and move towards success. I hope you find out that. Next is not a question, not an answer. It is a happy thing that I want to tell you. Don't ruin your college life. You must be really wondering, I'm preparing for the civil services. Yeah, I truly mean what I said. Don't ruin your college life, because the memories and the experience that you get really shapes you into a better person that you are. So don't ruin that college life, and whatever time that you get in your life, make best use of that. Because the best memories, college is the one place where you get a lot of memories and you get a lot of learnings also. Enjoy each and every memory that you get. And I also have heard about aspirants telling me that I never went for the college tour. I never went into any of the programs that was happening in the college only because I was a civil service aspirant. Life should be very serious. This doesn't work actually. You have to liberate yourself because that is a part of your life. That is supposed to be what college life is all about. Enjoy to the core, get all the beautiful memories that you have, refine yourself, because life after this point of time for many will look like a pressure cooker. Most often when you jump out of the college, you start working somewhere, you will not get the same kind of freedom, liberty, mind space, creative energy that you are getting in your college. So tap all of that, creatively use it to get the best experience, because life after this can be a pressure cooker. Feeling you're inside a pressure cooker, the valves are very tight. Life can be like that if you let your life to be like that. Because that is the most beautiful thing that will always stay in your heart for a lifetime. And all the beautiful memories that you get are wonderful lessons and experience where you can change your character and reframe your perspectives for a lifetime. So, if your college life is beautiful and happy, your civil service preparation is going to be a happy sensation filled with a lot of examples and experiences, etc. So, get that close in your mind. Never ruin your college life. Get all those things in your heart. Everything is going to be perfect. Trust me. Civil services preparation in college is the most exciting thing if you do it in the right manner. You can enjoy the learning curves. That is always an awesome feeling. Now we have discussed the most important content related aspects as well as the suggestions, including the qualitative grip that I've told you to inculcate in college life that will change your perspective, the way you see the world and the way you see everything. Try each and everything. That is only going to create a bigger impact on your life. So do it diligently. I hope your college life preparation is going to be perfect. Practice all the steps that we just discussed. Trust me, all the things that we discussed will change the way you look at the world and will definitely take you a step closer to your civil services preparation also. So have an exciting preparation during the college time. Make the cut, create the result. Let's see again. This is Arjun R. Shaankar and you're watching LearnStroke.